My dude reacted hella slow. Alright, they all scoring. Stop your guy. Yeah. They coming down in the press. Show was ready.
Nino, number 5, 3 points.
Running up the back, they say crime, don't think, but I make scraps now. Ah, let's go. We good.
Assistant, number 26.
Got our lock on him.
Number 3. Number 2.
Yeah, my shirt is off. Fuck it, I was late.
Come on. Get it. Good shit. Taking it out. There's 10 seconds left.
Old team foul. Pippen. First personal foul. First team foul.
Oh, they could.
Old team foul. Pippen. Second personal foul. At the line for the away team. Number 26. One shot. Number 33. 30 seconds. 24.
It's our chemistry right now, man. On offense, our defense looks like we're actually giving us a chance.
Man, right? He ran no steps in the whole second quarter.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we need to. We ain't been running no steps all night.
I mean, that was it. That's Donald Weather running He's running more, so you just have to turn it over.
I need the screens. Damn it, we did the roll without the screen.
Yeah, then I didn't tell on the second time. He started second time.
That was to the right. Left, I mean.
Number 2. Assisted by number 3.
All right, let's run Z from the left. If we can run Z from the left.
Number 2. Or 3.
Ooh. X, 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 X.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes. Number 2. First personal foul. First team foul. Assist goes to
Okay, fair enough.
I got this one. Pick someone up.
I had somebody didn't have mine. That nigga all try to open three-pointer again. My guy was the guy that just hit the three-pointer wide open.
away team foul. Number 2. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Hey.
The basket counts. That'll be goaltending.
Man, we needed that stop. I needed that. Get in there. Pick it up. They just went to the guard right next to you instead of kicking it out.
Assisted by number 33.
Wait, man, I gotta go to the first. We do the long cut. Let me get that pick, Jay. I was blocking him. We beat better teams than this tonight. Damn. We shouldn't have lost it. We shouldn't have lost it. We're no offensive rhythm. Pick a bit off. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're like. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely spread us out. But it was like, but once we threw our
help though, because
once
scored.
yeah. Once we threw the lock on him, he was kind of, he didn't really do much. But
a couple of times, but then the help would come. You should probably say that. I don't know. Our offense too, we couldn't get nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think it's our offense, our spacing maybe, and timing, spacing and timing. Yeah. Too bad.
We got to squat it earlier and just maybe run sets and run counters, short sets. Or just come up with something else. So, a cut from somewhere else. A wrap.
It's like we didn't even have good. We didn't do any of that. There was no spacing for that. Who was? Yeah, but we've been freestyling all night.
If it works, it's a freestyle.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't right. So what? Right, but why wasn't what I'm asking is why wasn't it working? Our spacing was fucked up. Well, what about our spacing was fucked up? No, we were freestyling before and our spacing was cool.
Yeah, when you freestyle sometimes that's how shit can get clogged up because no one knows. Some like, two people might cut or, someone might be spaced out wrong.
That's not what was happening though. We weren't getting two people cutting. We were just having terrible spacing. Like that wasn't the problem. We weren't having hella people cuts. We weren't having anybody cut. There was no cuts really. It was pretty much non-existent.
If you set it up, then we space. Right?
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that it's like okay, that's fine. You're right. Okay. But trying to figure out why and all of a sudden our freestyle, we have no spacing. We weren't all cutting at the same time. because that implies that we would have had proper spacing and two people were cutting at the same time. We didn't have one person cutting at any time because we had no spacing. That's from what I saw. Yeah, it was because of the freestyle, but the freestyle wasn't working because of our spacing. It wasn't the freestyle, it was the spacing in the freestyle.
All that by setting it up. That's all I'm saying.
Right, no, I said you're right. But what I'm asking is, okay, yeah, but what can we do about when we freestyle to have better spacing? So that's not as much as the issue. Because we were doing it. We've been doing it for like 6 games. We've been doing it. Right. What do you think, Money? Jay, what's going on there?
Man, it's either we set it up or we just read each other's minds. I don't know.
Jay, Money, what do you guys think? What are you guys talking about? What are you seeing out there? Get some other eyes on there. Because I'm not disagreeing with you, Debbie. What was it about our defense? In the zone, put him in the corner. Yeah, we weren't just scoring off fast breaks today. When we were in those games. Right, but today we weren't even running like that today. Think about it. Think about earlier when we were playing those games where we won by this or that. Like if you think about it. We were like, because we wasn't trying to push it at first. Like once we got certain leads, we would, but we weren't like. Shadow was getting the ball. He wasn't even kicking it up front. He was passing it to the guy right to the side of him, and then we were going up. Earlier.
And it sounds like just listening to you guys got real serious. You guys needed buckets. You guys were talking about spacing, talking about that's what it sounds like. Like when you guys really needed buckets, you guys were like talking to each other about what you guys wanted to do on offense. You guys were executing.
We needed better spacing. When we do play, just period in general, even when we're not running a set, there wasn't even nobody able to cut right there. I mean, even when we ran Z, for whatever reason, I think there was something else. It's not just this. But we didn't even have spacing then. Like it was like for something wasn't right. We weren't in the right spots. It only takes 1 or 2 people to not be in the right spots when doing something, and then it's gonna fuck up the space. One of us was in the wrong spot. What the fuck it was? I don't know who it was, but I mean that's what I'm thinking about. It's like someone, because even those sets, if we got, yeah, they'll also all be solved if we get our spacing right and how we just play. You know what I mean? Like you're right. But the answer, I don't think, is just to run something every time. We only have a couple of things to run. Also, with running something, we need to be able to have our spacing right. We can't have somebody in the wrong spot. We can't have somebody where we can't cut. When they're in man and we don't get no cuts in. They're in man, we don't get no cuts in because there's fucking spacing issues. So now we're running all around. And doing this and doing that, I think, in hindsight, that...
Oh, no, I run to the corner or pass for me. That's whoever.
Well, that's...
I feel the corner half or top of the key.
Okay, well, then you were good. So then, but somebody else, we weren't good. I mean, you point that out. So you were good, but we weren't good.
Who's not spacing out? Is someone standing in the middle or something?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
Stands on the block sometimes. That's all. I think running Z or running telling the ball skills gets him out of there. Sometimes when he's on the hash or if he's on the, I mean, if he's on the short corner or if he's on the block, then his man is just.
I think he started running something different because we was, you know what it was, is those other times he was, when we were running something, like when we were just naturally falling into certain sets and doing what we do with good spacing, we stopped doing it for whatever reason. For whatever reason, man, we stopped doing that because, like, they were running man. We didn't have our normal hash cut that was like, oh man, he got blocked at the rim. Like, how many times did you see it? I don't remember seeing it. I think that, and the reason why is I think that our spacing was bad. Our spacing was bad. We definitely looked the worst that last game than we've looked all night. We seemed like we made some pretty good progress in some other of the games. Like even at the end of the game before that, right? But that was definitely the worst showing. The worst showing of just our strategy. Not necessarily of any one person's play, of more like our strategy. Maybe I think he was doing. I think what happened. Yeah, definitely. Right, you still gotta have. Yeah, and even if it just gets us into the right set and we get in the right and we do our thing, usually it's about if we could keep our spacing and we get our rotations going. I mean, that's kind of, we tend to move the ball naturally. It just wasn't happening. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't what's been successful wasn't work. We didn't have it that game. And I think it just in hindsight, as I'm remembering it, I think it's our spacing that is the reason why we didn't see a lot of it. One of the solutions would have been, like Deadly said, running a set. Another solution is we need to figure out where in the fuck. I think what happened is we were going against the zone the last game, and maybe Shadow, I don't know, I'd have to watch, but I kind of think if I start to think about it, that Shadow was sitting in the middle, like he was still running the dash, because he did that one game. Remember, Money? We were playing against the one team, and it was we're like just the difference of us running the high pick and the Stacy dash. You know, whether they're in man or zone. Like I don't think we was running. I don't think our bigs, or if not, was just Shadow that we weren't running it that way. He wasn't coming up and setting a high pick so that the lane was clear, so that our normal hash cut could even go. Because I don't remember seeing Money cut hella times or Deadly cut hella times, and it just was, you know, either missed or met at the rim, or oh, that was a late pass, so you went up on the other side. Like I just don't remember seeing that shit a little bit. Honestly, it wasn't much of it. It didn't, and it had to be because of our spacing, because we're gonna naturally do that shit.